Hello and welcome to Samba episode 2. My name's Brandon, and Alex can't be here today because he has explosive contagious diarrhea. So we have a a special guest in the studio today. It's a guy that is, I guess you could call him a guy. He looks kind of like a beetle. He's applying for the job of superhero of Rota, Spain. So let's give a big warm round of applause to Beetleman.
Hello.
Okay.
It's nice to be here.
So where are you from, Beetleman? Tell me about yourself.
I'm from California.
You're a California beetle.
Yeah.
Are you kin to the California raisins by chance?
Oh, they're my favorite.
Showing my age. Okay, let's get down to the interview here. So, Beetleman, what are your strengths?
I have the strength of many beetles.
Those strengths would be?
They can lift a lot.
How much can you lift?
A lot.
Oh, okay. Let's move on here. What are your weaknesses?
I get squished.
You get squished a lot?
Just sometimes.
It would be hard to squish someone. You're about 6 foot. You're a 6 foot California beetle. How do you get squished?
Well, there's these fly swatters, and they're big.
Oh, okay. That's your weakness. Okay, why do you want this job?
It would be cool.
Can you elaborate on that?
Not cool as in the temperature, but cool as in hip.
And we all know people from California are hipsters. Okay, so where would you like to be in your career 5 years from now?
Beetleman.
Now, where would you like to be?
Here.
In Rota, right? Rota, Spain?
Yes.
A California beetle in Europe?
Yes.
That sounds like a Disney movie. Okay, so what is your ideal company?
3's too many, 2 is okay.
Yeah. We're going to move on. What attracted you to this company, Rota, Spain? We'll just say Rota. What attracted you to Rota, Spain? Why do you want to...
The dung.
The dung?
The dung.
The dung.
Because I'm a beetle.
Because you're a beetle. So you're attracted to the shit here in Rota because you're a beetle.
You could say that.
So, okay. Why should we hire you then?
Because I'm a beetle man.
Elaborate.
I can do things that nobody else can.
Like what?
Like lift stuff.
Nobody can lift things?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What was your last job?
I was a aviation electronics technician.
A giant beetle. Doing okay. What did you like least about your last job?
There was lots of electricity.
And I assume beetles hate electricity?
It's their weakness.
Don't they usually, when it comes on, they run under the fridge? That's cockroaches. Are you kin to any cockroaches? Are they in your family? Are they like your cousins?
They have 6 legs.
So you don't associate with them?
No.
No. How many legs do beetles have?
6.
Okay. When were you most satisfied in your job?
when I wasn't near electricity.
And your previous job, you were always near electricity.
Yes.
Okay. What can you do for us that other candidates can't?
Lift a lot.
So, okay. What were the responsibilities of your last position?
I had to fix things.
What did you fix?
Electronics.
Why are you leaving that job?
Electricity.
Okay, so you're not comfortable around electricity. Gotcha. Um, what are you going to do if it rains out here and you have lightning?
Run fast.
But you're a superhero. You don't run from danger.
Is it dangerous, though?
Okay. Well, what do you know about this industry? The superhero industry.
It's hot in Spain.
Not Spain, the superhero industry.
Oh. They have superpowers.
Who has superpowers?
The super people.
What other super people are in Rhoda, Spain?
The supermen, the super women, and the super children.
The super children. Okay. Okay. That's the first I've heard of that. What do you know about our company?
Well, there's just two of us right now.
Yeah, it's kind of a startup. Anyway, are you willing to relocate anywhere in Spain? Or Europe, for that matter?
I hear Ibiza's nice this time of year.
Okay, yeah, let's go a little different note. Give me an example of a time that you felt you went above and beyond the call of duty at work.
Oh, I don't play that game. It's very hard.
You sound like a below average person, not a superhero.
That's not nice.
Okay. Can you describe a time when your work was criticized?
All the time.
You don't have a very good track record, do you?
Well, I don't run on the track. I use treadmills mostly.
That proves my point. Okay. Have you ever been on a team where someone was not pulling their own weight? How did you handle it?
Oh, I lifted the weight for them.
Of course. Of course you did, because you lift things.
I lift things.
Heavy things.
Heavy things.
Tell me about a time when you had to give someone difficult feedback. How did they handle it?
Well, we had this guy at work. His name was Jimothy. And he couldn't lift a lot. And I told him, hey, Jimothy, you can't lift a lot. He didn't like it.
Did he say anything? How did you handle the conflict?
He said, fuck you, Beetleman.
Okay. Did you file a complaint?
No, it was settled in the workplace.
All right. What's your greatest failure and what did you learn from it?
I don't fail. I just lift things.
How'd you handle working with people who annoy you?
I told them they can't lift good.
And you can, yes. If I were your supervisor and asked you to do something that you disagreed with, what would you do?
Not do it.
Not do it.
Not do it.
What? Is that the best approach? Or...
I don't know. Are we flying airplanes here?
No, we're applying for a job for a superhero in Rhoda, Spain. So, all right, moving on. What was the most difficult period in your life, and how'd you deal with it?
This one time, there was this heavy thing, and I thought I couldn't lift it. And then my mother said, you can lift it. So I lifted it.
Give me an example of a time you did something wrong. How'd you handle it?
I told Jimothy he couldn't lift a lot, and he said that wasn't okay.
Yeah, that's an HR issue. Um, if you were at a business lunch and you ordered a rare steak and they brought it to you well done, what would you do?
I don't eat steak.
That it's hypothetical.
I don't know what hypotheses these are.
Okay, say they brought you a big steaming plate of dung, rare, and then you ordered it rare, and then it came back well dung.
Well, that just makes the dung even better.
So you're a glass half full kind of beetle.
Oh, we don't deal with glass, just dung.
Just no. If you found out your company was doing something against the law, like fraud, what would you do?
Not fraud.
Sounds like a good answer. What assignment was too difficult for you, and how did you resolve the issue?
We had this thing that needed to be lifted, and I didn't do it all by myself. I had to have help.
Wait, Jimothy helped you?
No, Jimothy can't lift shit.
Who did you call for help?
Beetle Boy.
Is that like your son?
I don't have children.
So who's Beetle Boy?
He's a boy that's a beetle.
Okay. What's the most difficult decision you've made in the last 2 years, and how'd you come to that decision?
Should I come to Spain or not come to Spain?
And how did you deal with it?
I came to Spain.
Okay. Let's see. Describe how you would handle a situation if you were required to finish multiple tasks by the end of the day, and there was no conceivable way that you could finish them.
Oh, I always lift all the things.
All the things, but there's no way you can finish it.
But I always do.
So you would stay longer.
No, I just lift them.
Okay. So what kind of salary do you want?
The poopy kind.
The you want to be paid in bug shit?
No, in other shit.
Goat shit?
Yeah, that one.
You have a goat shit salary. 60,000 goat shit salaries. What's your salary history?
Dung.
What's your history? How much dung did you make per year?
Enough.
Enough dung to put a house together with dung? A dung house?
We don't live in it. Jesus, man.
You don't live with Jesus. Jesus and Beatles living in one house together. It's like the real world.
We call him Beetlejuice.
Beetle, don't say it 2 more times. What kind of goals would you have in mind if you got this job?
To lift the things.
What things are we talking about?
You know, just beetle things.
An example of a beetle thing would be
Stuff with beetles.
maybe dung.
Yeah, that.
If I were to ask your last supervisor to provide your additional training or exposure, what would she or he suggest?
They would say he lifted a lot of stuff.
How much can you bench?
Oh, we don't bench.
You just lift things?
We just lift things.
Let's see. How would you go about establishing your credibility quickly with the team?
I would lift stuff in front of them.
Would you taunt or just lift things?
Sometimes I grunt, but I never taunt.
What does a beetle grunt sound like? Okay. How long will it take for you to make a significant contribution?
Oh, I can lift something now.
What would you lift? In the studio, what would you lift right now?
I could lift this water bottle.
Let's see it. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. I heard I heard the beetle grunt. If you're selected for this position, can you describe your strategy for the first 90 days?
I would probably lift things.
Yeah, I figured. Let's see. How would you describe your work style?
More of a upwards lifting motion.
Not a kettlebell swing.
No, I don't deal with cows.
Okay. Give examples of ideas you've had or implemented.
I once thought about lifting something sideways.
How'd that work out?
It didn't go so well.
What happened?
It went down.
Down, not up.
No.
Yeah, we always want to go, and yeah, always want to go up. Was there a person in your career who really made a difference?
That one time the Beetle Boy helped me.
That one time, the Beetle. Where is Beetle Boy from?
He's also in California.
There are a lot of beetle people in California.
You could say that.
Is that kind of like the lizard people?
No, we don't associate with them.
But they are a thing, right?
I don't see why not.
What are your lifelong dreams?
To lift all of the things.
All of the things. Okay. What's your personal mission statement?
I lift things. Done.
That's it?
That's it.
That's the only one?
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. What are 3 positive character traits you do not have?
What?
What are 3 positive traits that you don't have? Character traits.
I'm not weak.
It's not a positive trait.
Weakness can be looked at that way.
Weakness can be positive?
Sometimes.
Okay, that's one.
I am good at lifting things.
That's not a trait. You're good at lifting things. Okay, that's something you're good at. A positive trait that you're not good at.
I'm not good at not lifting things.
Okay, that's 2. That kind of goes hand in hand with being weak, but I don't know how that's a positive trait, but that works.
I sometimes set things down.
Yeah, okay, yeah. How do you feel about taking no for an answer?
I say no.
What if I say no?
No, I'm telling you no.
So no is not an option?
Nope.
Nope. All right. What magazines do you subscribe to?
Dung Weekly.
Dung Weekly. I bet that's a shitty magazine. What's the best movie you've seen in the last year?
It was Spider-Man, but I redrew him as a beetle.
Oh, so that would make him the real Beetleman. You're just a knockoff?
No, he's the knockoff.
Spider-Man's the knockoff of Beetleman.
He wants to be a beetle.
So Spider-Man can't be the hero of Europe.
Nope.
Right? Beetleman is the hero Europe needs right now.
He's got too many legs.
It's true. Okay. What would you do if you won the lottery?
Buy more stuff to lift.
Like what?
I just said stuff.
What kind of stuff?
You know, stuff that gets lifted.
What do you do in your spare time?
Sometimes I walk along the beach and look for beach glass.
Why would you do that?
So I can lift it.
What's your favorite memory from childhood?
Lifting my toys.
What kind of toys did you have as a young beetle? What kind of toys do beetles have?
You know, beetle toys.
Like, as
Maracas.
Moroccan. All right. How would you weigh a plane without scales?
By lifting it.
Tell me 10 ways to use a pencil other than writing.
Well, you could roll it. You could stab someone. You could lift it. You could burn it.
You can burn it.
Because it's made of wood. You could float it. You could make a miniature fence with it. You could play tetherball. And that's about it.
Oh, it was around 7. Why is there fuzz on a tennis ball?
So it's easier to grip.
For
Lifting.
I knew it. If you could choose one superhero power, what would it be and why?
To lift more.
To lift more. So you don't go to the gym. You just have the natural strength a beetle has.
Yeah.
So when you mentioned you got squished. So when you get squished, do you have that weird goo that comes out?
I don't like to talk about it. It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. Okay. If you could get rid of any one of the U.S. states, which one would you get rid of and why?
Kentucky.
Why Kentucky?
Because it's the worst.
Why?
They have spiders.
California doesn't have spiders?
Nope.
No, not at all, huh? No spiders in California. Okay. With your eyes closed, tell me step by step how to tie my shoes.
1, you lift the shoe. 2, you lift the laces. 3, your shoe's tied.
Well, I'm wearing Velcro shoes, so let's see. A few more questions here, and we can evaluate it a little bit better. What do you do for fun?
Well, sometimes I go to the beach and I watch the ocean.
I'm just picturing a beetle on the beach watching the ocean. Huh. What would you do if you won the lottery?
We already did this one.
Did we? What did you say you would do?
Buy more stuff to live.
That's right. How do you think I rate as an interviewer?
Poorly.
Poorly. Okay, well, we will take all of this into consideration, Beetleman. Is there anything else you want to add to this interview, or
Is that a picture of my mother?
where?
Right there.
Right there? I don't think that's your mother.
Not mother.
Not mother.
Not
No. Oh, okay, Beetleman. We'll take this under consideration, and don't call us. We'll call you. But I think you got the job.
Sweet.
Go lift things.
You got it.